Okay, today's topic, what we're concerned with today, is how to save electricity in another fashion. A lot of you people that do solar panel, use solar panels and live off solar energy or even off of batteries in an off-grid situation, you have to worry about every watt you burn because you got to replace it. Okay, so even on your electrical bill, if you live at home, this is a very cheap and effective way to save yourself some money on your power bill every month. Okay, what I'm talking about is electrical timers. Okay, this is a little 1875 watt electrical timer. I think I bought it at Walmart, I'm not sure, but anyway, I use this one on my refrigerator. That way, that thing, I don't need that thing running all day because generally I'm not here during the day. So I got it set on this one to where it comes on about 3 o'clock in the evening and goes off about 5. Okay, you can go a little later, you adjust it to your schedule. And I got it to where it comes on in the morning about 3 and goes off about 5. Okay, that way it gets the refrigerator good and cold, and it's ready for me when I get home. Okay, but you take you got on this one, you got 2 outlets. You got one on either side, one here and one over here. Okay, now on the top of it you got a switch. Okay, let's see, that's not the top. Okay, you got a switch right here, and this switch has a no outlet on and a timer on. If you plug it into outlet on, if you turn to outlet on, both the outlets stay on all the time. If you turn it to timer, both the outlets are controlled by the timer itself. So it's actually like if you need something turned on immediately, you just flip it over to outlet on. Okay, so it immediately turns on the device that you're trying to power. But during the day, my method, it turns that refrigerator on and it gets a good icy cold early in the morning and right before I come home late in the evening. Saves a lot of power. It's one of the best devices I ever bought for energy. Now I'm going to show you another one in a minute, but the idea is with this one, you can put it on something like your ice box. I got one on my water heater also. That saves a lot of energy. This one here, because ice boxes are on and off all day, you don't need to constantly keep it at this temperature. In other words, mine, I don't wag my refrigerator door all the time, so this helps out by controlling when the refrigerator is on and when the refrigerator is off. So I see a significant savings. And you people that run the solar, you have solar powered homes, or you have off-grid homes, this will really keep you from having to rob so many watts from your battery. And this is another way that you can cut down on the energy consumption of your home. Because who wants every month a big bill coming in from the electrical company or whatever? They're like parasites. They want you to use as much energy as possible, but they talk this big green energy game. It's a lie, because they want you to consume as much energy as possible. This way here, a little percentage at a time. Just think, you take a % away every month. You get enough devices, you're going to significantly cut into your power bill. And if you're living on batteries or on solar panels with batteries as your storage system, this is going to keep you from running your batteries down so much. But anyway, this is one of the chief techniques I use. I use this one on the icebox. Matter of fact, when I shut this video off, I reset it. Now, how you set it is, you set it over here to the time of the day it actually is here on the dial. So you set it to the time of the day, and then you push these buttons down for the time you want it on. See, I got this one here preset and I've already checked it. So I'm going to plug it into my refrigerator, and I'm going to do the second half of this video. I want to show you what I did to my water heater. Okay, this is going to save you a lot of money, and it's cheap. This thing was less than $20 at Walmart. So you'll need to scurry on down. Anything that you want to power and you feel you could cut off and on, but to be honest with you, my light bill used to run about I don't know, 120, 30 or 130 a month. I'm down to like $10, $11 a month. So if you follow along in my video series and review all the things I've done, remember, I spent the money ahead of time and tested equipment, so you wouldn't have to. In other words, I got it to where you you don't have to spend the money. You say, well, this guy says it works, so it works. But I'm not going to lie to you, but I'm trying to help you out here. You know, y'all check out all my videos. You're going to find a lot of money saving tips and a lot of just how-to tips. You know, so y'all kind of subscribe and check out my videos. You know, you'll find out more. Anyway, let me go into that hot water heater, and I'm going to show you how to rig that little thing up. Okay, so I'll be back in just a second. Normally, people do, when you get these things, they normally come set with the thermostat set on about 105 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. Okay, well, if you own a gas water heater, which is what I wish I really had, because they're so quick, you can do things like if you're using too much energy, like turn your thermostat down. But in the case of this little electric water heater, because it's so small, I thought it wouldn't be big enough for me, because I was going to go for like a 40 gallon. I think this is a 25 gallon. Well, what I did to augment my loss of capacity was I turned the temperature up like 10 degrees. Okay, you'd think, well, that's going to use more energy. No. The 10 extra degrees allows me that when I fill a bathtub, I get a whole bathtub full of water. If I take a shower, I get a full shower, you know. And so the way I saved energy, and I mean this is the way I saved the most energy of anything I've gotten in this, you know, to try to conserve energy. The best thing I bought was, just like I told you earlier in the video, was my timer. Now you see right here we got a timer. This is I could have used the other timer because this thing's only 1500 watts, but I wanted a little bit of safety factor, so I bought this much higher capacity timer right here. It's only about $40. Okay, I didn't care as long as I was saving energy. Okay, so anyway, there's the little timer. Now the way this thing works right now, you see it's got a red light on, okay, or orange light right here. Okay, and that orange light tells me that the unit's got power coming to it. Then on the top of the water heater, you see where let's see if I can see that, where I connected it in up here. I just ran the two wires from the bottom of the timer up here and hooked them in here. The original wire that went to the water heater is down here. So you see this white wire? This is the original wire where I went to it came from the fuse panel. That's the one that goes into the timer. These other wires are the one that go to the top of the tank and supply the power to set up. Is I turn my temperature up about 10 degrees, okay, because I got it on a timer, so when it does come on, I want it to heat it up as much as, I don't want to go all the way, you know, like 130 degrees or something like that, but I wanted it good and hot. That way, while I was sitting during the day, it wouldn't lose much energy. Now, it's a good idea to put a thermal blanket on your hot water heater. That's a good idea on an electric hot water heater. But if you put that thermal blanket on it, it retains that water temperature throughout the day. You see, you don't have a lot of loss to the atmosphere. So augmenting that, I went to this timer, and I got the timer. You set the timer for the time of the day it is right now. You just push the little buttons around the ring, and that tells you when you want to come on and off. Okay, see this one here? The dark part is nighttime, and the white part is during the daytime, the AM hours. The dark part's PM hours. Now you put it on there, and I got it set on the automatic position to use the timer. You can cut it off just by clicking this little red button here. It's 3 positions. You click it off, or in the middle, that allows it to run on the timer, and the bottom turns the unit on. In other words, it's on all of it. But pretty much, I'll leave it alone because it handles my wash, my bath, everything, my washing my dishes, everything. This device here has been the biggest money saver and energy saver I've invested in so far. This one really made a big difference on my power bill. You know, like I say, it works automatically. This timer on an electric water heater is the most energy saver I've seen thus far. I do need to get a little blanket to put on it because I just figured that would save a little more energy. You know, it'll keep the hot water hot longer. So when the thing does on it, doesn't have to heat the water quite as much, or you know, as much. Say like the temperature in the tank would have dropped down to 90 degrees. Well, then it's only got to heat up to the 115 degrees that I got it set out. Again, because I'm using a smaller hot water heater, I turn the temperature up a little bit, okay? But now if you've got a big hot water heater, you can probably leave it on what it comes from the factory. And again, the factory usually sets around 105. It's not going to hurt to turn it up 5-10 degrees, because remember, it's going to heat that water up, then the timer is going to shut it off. The control on the heater is going to limit. In other words, even if the temperature is already there, the controller on the heater is not going to allow the heater to come on at all. And it's going to. And I got mine set in 2-hour increments. I got it to come on at 5 in the morning. I got it to come on at 5 in the evening, and to stay on for 2 hours. That way, you know, most people when they come in, they're going to take a bath or something, or when they get up in the morning, they're going to take a bath and shave and different things. You know, it allows the timer to come on. In other words, you set it about, say, 2 hours before you're going to use it. You know, when you're high usage time, like if you get up at 5 in the morning to be to work at 7, well, you set it for to come on about 5. And while you're shaving and everything, it's heating the water. Plus, you take your bath, whatever, you know, and it takes care of it. But now you want to talk about the biggest difference in my power bill. This thing was. I saw an immediate drop in my power bill by using this thing. I couldn't believe it. It was just a kind of a, I did it on a lark, you know, it was just something I dreamed up. I didn't think it'd be this significant, but it really is. I think my next thing, I might go to Walmart or Lowe's or someplace, get me one of them thermal blankets to put on it. That might help a little. I don't know, it couldn't help much more than what this thing. But this thing, bang for the buck, this thing was the biggest bang for the buck I've purchased so far and tried to save energy, okay? And I suggest you use it too. You know, like I tell you, for these timers are going to save you a lot of money. They're probably going to bring down your power bill the most, you know. Of all the things you see on the internet, I found that the timer, I got one on my refrigerator and one on my water heater. It's water heater, I mean, I don't know what your schedule is, but I adjusted mine to my schedule. I have no problems with hot water whatsoever, but I do have a reduced energy bill. My electric bill dropped probably 20-30% because this thing was sitting here heating water up all the time, you know, and it allows you to manage your water heater much better and your water resources. Again, this one here was the one that I saw the most immediate effect on my power bill. I would suggest if you have an electric water heater, put one of these things on it. You might have to have an electrician come put it in if you're scared of wires, and to set it and forget it, you just put one of these things like I did next to my hot water heater and plugged it in, and I never have to mess with it unless I want to, you know, like I say, a wash day. I want to make sure I got plenty of water. I'll flick it all the way on, but pretty much I leave it off, you know, in the automatic position all the time. More energy, you know, I'm doing everything I can. That's why I want y'all to come back and see all my videos. And I got a lot of videos on vacations. I got a lot of videos on how-to projects, you know, and I'm going to add them every time I fire. But this right here has been the biggest energy saver thus far, okay? It really, I've seen results right away. This thing probably paid for itself in 3 months. And I suggest you, especially with a electric hot water heater, it's kind of an expensive prospect, but if you manage it right, you can actually make an electric hot water heater as efficient as a gas hot water heater. Actually, probably more efficient, you know. So you take this tip and take it to the bank, because I'm telling you, it works. Get you a timer for your electric hot water heater. So anyway, this is just another tip from Dino's Workshop. Remember, I'm always piddling with something, and I'm not going to put a video up unless it benefits you or pushes you in the right direction. And remember, I got some videos on the Mardi Gras parades. I got videos about everything. Just scan through them, take a look. And look, please share and please subscribe, okay? Thank you, and I hope I've helped you out. It's Dino at Dino's Workshop. Goodbye.